Hey!
Hey y'all!
Welcome to our website, TheLloydLegacy.com.
Thank you for all your love and your support.
And we just want you guys to know that we appreciate and love all of you guys.
Yep.
Oh man, how we met.
We met at work.
Yeah, we met at work. I was there during her interview process. There's something about her, I had to go up and introduce myself to her. I said, hey, my name is Rob. She said,
my name is Kayla. That's how we met. So goofy.
Yeah, and then we just hit it off from there. Over the years, this was actually in 2010. We became great friends, very close.
He's good with the years.
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we met at our former place of employment. Our first date was interesting. It was actually at an MMA fight. A promoter had gave me and a couple other friends some tickets to go to his show and see if we wanted to be involved with him. And I had to go ahead, you want to come out with me? Yeah, like y'all not.
Yeah, I said yeah. Okay, so we went. That was probably the most different first date that I've ever been on, but it was fun. Surprisingly, I liked it. I had a lot of fun. I met his mentor for the first time. Yeah, but it was different. It definitely was different. Our first awkward moment, I think for me, it would have to be our transition from being friends to boyfriend and girlfriend. Like when we realized that's kind of the way that we were going. For me, it was just like that transition of having to like turn on girlfriend mode, if you know what I mean. But other than that, because we were hanging out so much and we saw each other every day, and at the time we were still working together, stuff was normal, but I think that was pretty much like the awkwardness in between us.
I ain't had no awkwardness.
Whatever.
I'm smooth as ice and twice as nice. Even like with me, asking her out, there was no awkwardness. I didn't really know I was going to do it until I did it. I just wanted to do something nice for her, so I got her favorite candy, and the stuffed teddy bear that she still has to this day. Boston baked beans and lemon heads. Fellas. That's how it goes down. And then I did it, and she said yes. And then at first we were like, okay, now what? So that was probably the awkward moment when I asked her. Because after she said yes, it was like, now what? We're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
I had to transition that whole thing because now I had a boyfriend and now he had a girlfriend. We were no longer friends.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No more friendship zone. It was just
friendship
couple.
zoned them.
I'll give you the short story. One day I was praying for God to bring me a wife, and at this random time, I was visualizing, me getting married and stuff like that, and I just kept seeing her face, which was weird because we were just friends. I didn't even see her like that at that point, and the more and more I tried to fight it, the more and more like we would be close together, and I would see her face more, and then we just started hanging out and just and then as I started becoming okay with it, things started becoming easier, and I just started seeing her from another perspective or another angle. You know what I mean? Like she was a lot of what I wanted in a wife. She had a lot of great qualities. So that's how I realized she was the one.
How did I know he was the one? Okay, so I'll start off from when we first started dating. Well, when I first started considering him as more than just a friend, I prayed about it. And then once we actually got into a relationship, I started feeling myself like getting to a point where it was just like, I love him. And then I was scared to say it at first because I was just like, you know what, I've been down this road before. I don't know how this is gonna pan out. You know, I don't want to be the first one to say it, that whole cliche or whatever. But I was having a conversation with God one night, and God was just like, it's okay to love him. And I'm like, hold up, wait. To hear my father say that to me, I was just like, wow, that's crazy. So he's not going to put me in a situation where, you know, it's going to end up bad, or, you know, it's going to lead me down some crazy path. So I was like, okay. So I just listened. And so when the night of his birthday, when he told me he loved me first, I was actually going to tell him the night of his birthday, but he actually beat me to the punch. But after that, it was just like I knew that I was going to end up spending the rest of my life with him, because I never felt this way about anybody. And yeah.
Yeah, I can put a test in that.
The proposal. It was a lot of angles from the proposal, a lot of different meanings. A lot of things had to come together. You know, I'm very old-fashioned, so I believe in, you know, asking, you know, the parents and stuff like that for their blessing and stuff like that. First, asking God, was it okay? And after I got the okay from him, you know, I had asked her mom years ago. She said yes right away. Yeah, she can. And so, and then, you know, I was like, all right, so I got, that's one side. And then she had always told me if any man was going to ask her for her hand in marriage, that he would have to get it okay by her uncle, which was kind of funny because
very true. Very true.
She swore her uncle was going to give me the hardest time, but when we met, we hit it off. And, you know,
I wanted him to.
You know, I mean, I'm a charming fella, you know. But I was also praying on that. When should I ask her? You know, because it seemed like there were times where I wanted to ask her, and you know, it just wasn't right. So I was asking, you know, okay, when is the right time? Something I was praying about, and I didn't have money for a ring. But it's funny because like the more and more I started praying about it, you know, things started happening. So I ended up getting money for the ring, and that was around November of 2016. And so I'm like, all right, what is the perfect day of to ask her? And those who know me know how close I was to my mother. And so I asked her on my mother's birthday, because to me that would have been, you know, a double present, you know, a present to her, ask her to my wife, and also a present to my mom. So I know she was in attendance, you know, during that time. And she said, so I had her go to the Camden waterfront. We both love, you know, bodies of water. You know, we both, it's relaxing to us. So I had one of my friends set it up like it's a photo shoot, because I didn't want her to know anything about it. Of course, you know, she had to ask me 1,000 questions I couldn't answer. What should we wear? I'm like, it don't matter. Just make sure you
trying to coordinate.
Make sure you know everything is nice. Right. Make sure them eyebrows is on fleek. Make sure everything is looking correct. And of course, it rains during the photo shoot. So we had to wrap this up. Oh, I'm missing out a big part. Our favorite show is Martin, as you can see by the shirts.
Go boy.
Go girl. As you can see by the shirts. And on one particular scene when Martin asked Gene at the very end, he had Brian McKnight sing a song to her. So I wanted to, I hired a singer because I wanted the singer to shock the mess out of her and, you know, sing. And by that time, by the song, you know, she should realize what's going on. Maybe not, but I wanted that to happen. So anyway, fast forward. We get there, it starts raining. I'm praying for sun to come out, but it didn't come out. So we had to get an umbrella, and a friend of mine, he was directing us and coordinating the photo shoot, and we were looking at the water, and it just he came out of nowhere and started singing to her, and then that's why I started, whispering my sweet nothings in her ear, trying to get her all mushy and gushy.
I can't.
You know what I mean? And I started getting nervous right around that time, like when I'm about to get down on my knees. The only thought in my head was, can I get this ring out of my pocket and not have her realize what's about to happen? So I get down on one knee in this big puddle of water. So now I got a wet knee in jeans. And I get down, I pull the ring out of my pocket, or the box, and I try to hide it until, I just wanted to show her the ring. Bam.
I didn't see nothing.
You know what I mean? But, I said, what I said to her, and I asked her, will she be my wife? And she said, with no hesitation, yes. I put that rock on her finger, and then the rest is history. October 1st, Lloyd Legacy.
Yeah. I was very confused. I still thought we was at a photo shoot. So when Raheem told me to turn around, I'm like, well, turn around for? But whatever, Maybe he just wants to get the back of us as we're gazing off at the bridge. So we're standing there, and I start hearing this guy sing, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is different. Okay, this is interesting. I'm still looking ahead, not paying attention. And so, like, once I heard him singing and he wasn't, like, passing us, I was like, okay, he's standing there singing. All right, so I started listening to the words of the song, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, in my head, oh my God, because, like, I wasn't about to, like, do all the extra stuff. Like, oh my God. Like, I wasn't going to do all that. But I ended up doing that stuff, like, when it was just me and him. When we finally were just like, oh my gosh, we're engaged. But I'll get to that in a second. So I'm listening to him sing, and I realized what song he was singing, and I was like, oh snap, this is happening. This is about to happen. Because, like, I knew what song it was. It was from Martin. And I'm listening to everything that he's saying. I'm just starting to tear up. I was just like, okay, this is crazy. This is surreal. And he asked me, and of course, without any hesitation, like he said, I said yes. But then it was more like, it hit us more so like when we got in the car, because it was just like, that just happened. Like, I'm engaged to you. Like, this is for real. Like, we're about to, like, do this. We're doing this. All right. Yeah. So that part. But yeah, I had no clue what was going on. My friend helped me get ready. Todd helped me get ready, and I'm just like, yeah, thinking I'm going to a photo shoot. Like, I was just like, no, this wasn't. Just, everybody set me up. That's what it was. It was a setup.
You know how hard it is to make 5 women in their 20s keep it quiet that you're about to propose to their best friend. That was wow. What does the future hold for the Lloyds? I like the sound of that. A long, prosperous marriage. God first. Children. Mm-hmm. All boys.
1 girl.
Robert Jr. Robert the second. Robert the third.
They
a whole bunch of wrestlers and football players. Mm-mm. No girls.
1 girl.
Yeah, and just life with this lovely woman. Every now and again, getting on my nerves.
Good stuff.
How about you?
Okay, so what the future holds, definitely God at the center of everything. Lots and lots of love, and home ownership, kids, and just, you know, growing old together. I think that that's probably like, and having peace. I think that's probably like the best shut up. I think that's like the best representation of a fruitful marriage, is like, you know, having fun, still being friends, still being able to have fun, laugh, even in the good and bad times, because I'm sure there will be. Everybody has, you know, their ups and downs and stuff like that. But being friends through the entire situation, you know, never losing our friendship, and yeah, just love, you know, love, good stuff. So that concludes our story. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you October 1st.
Bye.
See ya.